Okay. A few things, I don't know how many we're going to get to, but that I would never do as an elder law attorney and never believe. Number one is the belief that I'm going to die at home. 80% of people over the age of 70 have an 80% chance of spending on average 6 months in a nursing home before they die. So that statistic is pretty shocking. So that's number one. Number two, thinking that my brain won't become exploitable before I die. That is also highly likely. The number of times that people get scammed over the age of 70 right now, there's like a 20% chance that you'll get scammed in the next year. And the average amount for stranger scams, the total amount is like $17,500. So it's likely that my brain is going to change to the point where scams and exploitation are possible, even if I've been a brain surgeon my whole life. Number three, the belief that a joint account can help me manage my finances when I need help with that issue. If I can't see, I can't hear, I'm having trouble writing, thinking that a joint account would help with that. It won't. And I do another video about that, but basically joint accounts are a little bit dangerous in many ways, and they also give people a false sense of security. Okay, let's see what else. There was some other stuff I was thinking. Okay, number four, looking at death as something horrible and awful that should be avoided at all costs. Suffering is really hard to go through. I've watched a lot of clients who kind of hang on, and it can be very, very painful and excruciating for their families and for them. So I often look at death as something that can be quite beautiful if it's done on the patient's terms, and hopefully we avoid suffering as much as possible, which brings me to my next one, which is when hospice becomes available, take advantage of it. I would never delay taking advantage of hospice, and I would highly recommend it to all of my clients and my family. Hospice, they are just amazing at walking us through the end of our lives. And then, the last one is pre-purchasing. I would never not pre-purchase a funeral contract, an irrevocable funeral contract before I die. And if I was going to get cremated, which I am, although I'm looking at the possibility of a green burial, which is also much better for the planet, but doing those ahead of time will save you a lot of money, and also not going through a funeral home to do a green burial or a cremation, because the charges are so much higher. You should be able to get a cremation contract with a cremation service. They'll also do death certificates. They retrieve the body. They do all the things that a funeral home can do with regard to management of the body, except they are like $1,000. So, and also, if you need additional death certificates, do you know that you can just go to your local health department to get those, and they're like $10. Okay, so that's it. That's the stuff. Thanks.